Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video. And before getting into the video, I just want to wish you guys a happy new year. I really hope you had a lot of fun yesterday, and I hope you guys have set yourself some good goals for 2022 and you're gonna smash it all, guys. So let's get into the video. In today's video, I'm actually making another Olaf video. I made an Olaf video like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I actually decided that I want to make another one. And the reason is, I learned a lot more about Olaf. So the last video is good, and I played Olaf in the jungle last video, by the way. This video is going to be in the Baron lane, because there's a lot of different stuff. But I actually learned a lot of different stuff on how to use his abilities, which abilities to upgrade, etc, etc. More on that during the gameplay part of the video. There's timestamps in the description, By the way, another thing about the skin giveaway, I'm doing it next video, the announcement of the winners next video or the video after that. I'm sorry that I didn't do it today because I was partying and I just woke up, I had to make this video a little fast. Like, this video is already a little late. So this month I'm doing another skin giveaway. Of course I'm doing another skin giveaway. 15 skins. All you gotta do to enter, put down a comment under the video. So how do you build Olaf? Let me first tell you, my favorite is Trinity Force first. This one is going to give you amazing damage, and the thing with Olaf is, his first ability and his third ability are spam abilities. And what I mean with that is that you're constantly spamming them. So you're constantly proccing the Trinity Force. Trinity Force only has a 1.5 second cooldown, so you're constantly proccing the bonus damage from the Trinity Force. So yeah, you want to get that as your first item. I have seen builds where people go for the Death Stance first. Now let me tell you the thing about going Death Stance first. First of all, less damage. Secondly, more sustain, way more sustain. You have more HP, you have physical vampirism, and you have that passive. 30% of the damage taken is instead dealt as a bleed effect over 3 seconds. Now let me tell you when this is a good item. Death Stance first would be amazing if you have an enchanter support that is gonna buff you. For example, if you want to fight at the first dragon and you have a Lulu or a Janna as your support and you use your ultimate and your Janna or your Lulu shields you, that is when this item becomes insanely powerful because it's going to be delaying the damage. You're pretty much fully going to be utilizing the shielding that you get from your supports. Just that's when this, like the Death Dance, is actually worth as your first item. Otherwise, just go for the Trinity Force. In solo queue, pick up the Trinity Force. For the boots, you never want to go Mercury Threats on Olaf, because, of course, Olaf has his ultimate. Generally, you want to be going for plated steel caps. Like, pretty much always plated steel caps, really. It's either the plated steel caps or the glutinous greaves. But plated steel caps are going to be much better, providing you that armor. Unless you're really not against a lot of attack damage, then I guess you can go for the glutinous greaves. Yeah, but basically plated steel caps. These are going to be the best boots for you. For your enchantment, pretty much always the glorious enchant. I don't think I have ever gone for a different enchantment than glorious enchant. This is literally the perfect enchantment for Olaf. Olaf already gets a little bit of movement speed when you trigger his ultimate, but only for 1 second. And his ultimate lasts for 6 seconds. So what glorious enchant is going to do, it allows you to easily catch up to the enemy, of course. So really, really strong enchantment on Olaf. Second item, Death Stance. This is an amazing item on Olaf. So you still want to be getting the Death Stance as your second item. Third item, Starrick's Gauge. The whole thing about Olaf is you don't want to be stacking a whole lot of damage. You want to be stacking tankiness. And like you kind of want to be stacking both. And the thing with Death Stance and Starrick's Gauge is they're both damage and tankiness, because the Death Stance delays damage and it gives you 35 attack damage and vampirism, and then Starrick's Gauge, when you get under 35% health, it gives you that shield equal to 75% of your bonus max health, which you have quite a lot of because all of your items give you bonus max health. So amazing item, allows you to fight even longer. Next we have the Guardian Angel. You could get the Guardian Angel as your third item if you really want to have a lot of armor. Otherwise, just get the Starrick's Gauge. But Guardian Angel as your fourth item is amazing. And then we also have the situational Spirit Visage. Spirit Visage is amazing because Olaf's second ability already increases healing that comes to him. So the Spirit Visage is going to increase that even more. If you have a Nami as your support or Soraka or something like that, always go for the Spirit Visage on Olaf. It's going to be insanely powerful. You also have these other situational items. Randuin's Omen is one of my favorites, because the thing with Olaf is when you engage into a team fight with your ultimate, pretty much everyone is going to be focusing you, right? They want to kill the Olaf as fast as possible. What Randuin's Omen is going to do is it's going to reduce the critical strikes by 15%, first of all, but then more importantly, reduce the attack speed of enemies by 15% when struck by an attack. This is huge. Basically, you're going to be delaying the enemy ADC's damage by so much, especially if it's a Lucian or a Jinx or something like that. You know, the attack speed and the crits that are going to do less damage is really big. So Random's Omen is one of my personal favorites on Olaf. Let me see. Then we have the Abyssal Mask. This one is very situational. No one really goes for this item, but it's actually a good item. If you have some ability power in your team, you know, like an Akali or something, and if the enemy has a lot of ability power, instead of going for a Spirit Visage, you can actually go for the Abyssal Mask. And the reason is this. Nearby enemy champions take 15% bonus magic damage. So all the magic damage that is dealt to the nearby champions is going to be increased by 15%. Okay, you know, there are some other items that you can go for too, but I'm not going to talk about everything. So for your runes, you go for Conquer. Very easy to stack, mainly focused on your ultimate, right? Second rune, I have a Brutal here, and this is this is to push out the wave and everything like that. You can go for Hunt of Vampirism. You're going to be a little weaker in the early game because of that, but it's still fine. Triumph is also good, but I honestly prefer having Brutal because Brutal is going to give you that power in the early game in your lane. But as I said, Triumph is good too, depending on your playstyle. If you want to be more teamfight oriented, then Triumph is really good. Yes. Third rune, never go for the Hunter Titan. You don't need it because you have your ultimate. Literally, when you're stunned, you can just use your ultimate to get out of it. That's how Olaf works. So you don't need Hunter Titan at all. Get the Adaptive Carapace. You know, when you get to a low amount of HP, it's going to give you bonus armor or magic resist. Also, it's really good in the early game because the item gives you a flat buff of 50 health, which is huge in the early game. Fourth rune, you go for Sweet Tooth because Sweet Tooth is broken. I mean, you can go for Mastermind if you want to push up their objectives because Olaf is already pretty fast at pushing turrets, and Sweet Tooth, Mastermind is going to make him even faster. For your spells, you go for Flash and Barrier. I mean, you can go for Ghost. Apologies. I don't know why this is happening, but you can go for Ghost, but you already have a glorious enchant, so that's why Barrier is gonna be much better. I don't really recommend Ignite. You just don't need it as an Olaf because you already have enough damage. Barrier to survive, you know, also during your ultimate. So enough about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. Ooh. Alright guys, let me just fill my water. I'm so sorry, but give me a second. Okay, so the game that you're about to see today is the absolute perfect game that I could have showed you for an Olaf Barman Lane video. I made a lot of mistakes, but I did a lot of good plays too. So let's take a look at this. Here I'm gonna be making the first mistake, and I'm gonna ask you guys to test your knowledge. Okay. Test your knowledge. This is not gonna be an easy one, okay? But there is a simple answer to this. How do you win lane against Riven generally? Not only talking about Olaf, but generally. How do you win lane against Riven? How are you supposed to approach a lane against Riven? Put it in the comments, test your knowledge, pause the video right now because I'm going to reveal it. And the way that I'm going to reveal it is by showing you in-game. First, I'm going to show you and then I'm going to say it. So how do you win against the Riven? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what happens. Okay, let's take a look. I take the fight. That looked very simple, didn't it? Why did I win the lane so easily? Oh, there's a Vi. So the simple answer is, you wait for a Riven to use her first ability. If the Riven is not very smart, she uses her first ability to push out minions. After she does that, you have to take a trade with the Riven, because you will always win. Riven, like the whole damage of Riven comes from her first ability, if you didn't know already. Literally everything comes from the first ability. So what I did when I was level 1, I fought her while she still had her first ability. Of course I'm gonna get destroyed when that happens. She absolutely destroyed me. But then Riven made a mistake. She used her first ability to push out waves. After that, look, like now she has it, so fighting her is not gonna be as advantageous, you know? But she used her first ability, After that, I immediately fought her. Here, I'm just, poking her with my first ability, and it slows. The way that you can poke the enemy as an Olaf in the lane, by the way, is throw your first ability, your axe, and it's gonna slow the enemy by like 20% for, I believe, 2 seconds. Walk up to the enemy and use your third ability. That's how you poke them. So look, now she used her first ability, so she doesn't have it. I'm looking to poke her, look. Unfortunately, I didn't reach her with the third ability, but I hit 2 axes on her. This is basically how you lane with Olaf, right? You kinda poke the enemy with your first ability. Oh, I have my ultimate. I use it and I go on her. She like, she flashed. I couldn't quite kill her, but it's worth it. Trading your ultimate for the enemy's flash is totally worth it. Because look at the cooldown. Olaf's ultimate only has like a 50-second cooldown on level 1. On level 3, it's like 20-25 seconds, by the way. So keep that in mind. So, yeah, that's how you win lane against the Riven. And generally with Olaf, the way that you can win the lane is by poking with your first ability and looking for opportunities to hit your third ability as well. As I said, your first ability slows the enemy, which allows you to walk up to the enemy and throw your third ability on them. Your third ability deals a lot of true damage, so you have a big chance of outtrading the enemy like that. Your second ability is really good to use as well, especially when you're at a low amount of HP. But basically, the way that you use your second ability is if you feel like you're gonna take a longer trade, that's when you use your second ability. Because your second ability is not good in short trades, but it's good in long trades. It's gonna give you bonus vampirism, bonus attack speed. Like look, longer trade, I use it. I have another ultimate, boom, 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 boom. See that? This was a very simple fight to win. Riven could never win a fight like that, because first of all, your ultimate is going to block all CC. Secondly, your second ability is going to give you a lot of physical vamp and attack speed. Third of all, your third ability is going to shred right through the enemy. And fourth of all, barrier. This is why you run barrier, because when you all in with Olaf, with the ultimate, you get bonus attack damage, first of all. And secondly, you can't get stunned. Third of all, you're going to be spamming your abilities. What does that mean? Enough damage. But what does it also mean? Your ultimate actually... So, Olaf passively gets magic resist and armor from his ultimate. But when you activate the ultimate for 6 seconds, it removes the passive magic resist and armor. So essentially, you're becoming squishy. Olaf is pretty tanky when you're not using your ult. But when you ult, he takes off that armor, he takes off that magic resist. So keep that in mind. This is a very important thing to understand. You shouldn't think that if you ult that you're going to be invincible. In contrary to that, you're actually going to be squishy. So that's why I said you really need the barrier on Olaf to kind of compensate for the squishiness. So, when you use your ultimate... Oh, they flashed over me. It's fine though, look at that. Look at my damage. Yeah, I couldn't quite reach him. It was still, like, what I did there was okay. But they outplayed me, like, the Vive flashed right away from me. Unfortunate, like... I kind of screwed up there, so I jumped over the wall. My idea was to use my third ability and damage the Vi and the Orianna at the same time. Because the third ability, Olaf's third ability, deals AoE damage. It's not damage to a single target, it's AoE damage. So I wanted to deal that AoE damage to Vi and Orianna and basically push them away and allow my team to get a free Rift Herald. We did get the Rift Herald, but I was pretty stupid right there, to be honest. I dove way too deep. What is he doing though? I ignored that they have a flash, just... I overextended a lot there. By the way guys, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you give it a like. It helps the channel a lot and it's just clicking on one button. So if you want to, click the like button. Okay, so as I said, Olaf becomes infinitely more powerful with Enchanter supports, but the thing that I said about the ultimate, you should really keep this in mind. Look, wait, look at this. So, passive, gain 20 armor and magic resist. So activist becomes immune, blah blah blah, you gain attack damage, but... Sorry, where is it set? Somewhere it's supposed to be set. I think you need to scroll down a little bit. Oh, I saw it, but loses the passive effect. I just saw it late, sorry. If you reread it, at some point it says you lose the passive effect, which means that you're not going to be having the 20 armor and magic resist anymore. And at level 3, I believe it's going to be 60 armor and magic resist. which is huge, by the way. Especially the reason that it's huge is because as an Olaf, you're basically only going for HP items. You know, Trinity Force gives you 200 HP, Death's Dance gives you 300 HP, Starrick's Gauge gives you 400 HP. You have a lot of HP, so that's gonna make armor even stronger and magic resist. So if you lose it, you know what it means, right? Oh, let's take a look at this. Boom, boom, ultimate, so he can't push me away. Boom, 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 boom. His ultimate, useless. Absolutely useless. You can, like, as an Olaf, it's so funny how you can completely ignore everything and just do that. I love that so much about this champion. I have a barrier, I have a barrier. There it is, barrier, boom, boom, boom. See? Yet again, the barrier saves my ass. You don't need an ignite. Okay, this is the last time that I'm saying it. You don't need an ignite. Well, what did I want to say? I had something to say. But I actually don't remember. Oh! So I had someone told me on Twitter, you know, I made these goals on Twitter, and one of the goals was to coach more people, because I really love coaching. You know, I don't know, it just feels very satisfying to help people get better at the game, and then to see their progress, because a lot of the players that I'm coaching, you know, they're getting better. Like some of them started at Platinum and are in Diamond rank right now, so it's very satisfying for me. One of my goals was to do more coaching in 2022. By the way, if you're interested in the coaching, there's a link to the Patreon in the description. You can also always DM me on Discord if you have any questions. Oh, there it is. I got stunned. I am going too deep. Look, 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 look. This is the perfect example of, you know, you can run right through them, because your ultimate allows you to run right through them, but you are squishy. Okay, that was the perfect example right there. This is why I took this game, because, you know, when I play these champions, sorry for interrupting about the coaching stuff, I'll talk about that later, but this is more important. When I make videos about champions, when I play to make videos about champions, sorry, I really do limit testing. And what limit testing means is I really try to find the limits of the champions so I can teach you guys about it, right? Otherwise, I would have no idea how to tell you on how to play Olaf. So obviously right there, you can clearly see that your ultimate allows you to run right through the enemy, but you're super squishy. You die insanely fast. So let's take a look at it here. Ultimate. This was a good ultimate though. Yeah, this is a really good ultimate. Ah, now I'm going too deep. Yes, I went too deep again. You can see how fast the Lucian kills me. I need a Randuin's Omen in this game probably, because the Lucian is going to be too big of a problem. If I use my ultimate, Lucian is just going to destroy me. He's going to absolutely destroy me. Because he has crit, he's gonna shred right through me, because without armor, Lucian is gonna demolish me. So, this game was quite a while ago, but if I'm looking at it right now, like, I don't remember what I built, but in this game you need a Randuin's Omen. Because basically the only one that's killing me is Lucian. So I would have to go for a Randuin's Omen in this game. But yeah, about the coaching, someone on Twitter gave me the idea to do, like, to coach someone and record it and put it on YouTube. I really like the idea, and I'm probably gonna do it, but let's take a look at this fight. Yeah, I'm not making the same mistake. As you can see, learning from my mistakes, I cannot engage that. I cannot do it on my own. The only way that you can engage like that is with an enchanter support, but without an enchanter support, you can't. Aww, you don't wanna ult an Olaf. This is risky, but let's take a look at this. I have a barrier. My second ability is healing me up, and that's how I can kill him, guys. Yet again, the barrier saving my ass. And this is also the power of the second ability, by the way. If you didn't see it already, I got insane lifesteal right there, or vampirism, like you guys like to call it. I got insane vampirism, which allowed me to completely outdamage the Lucian, because I was able to tank his damage and use the vampirism to heal up, right? So yeah, I'm probably gonna do that, you know, make some videos of people that I'm coaching right now, and so you guys can see how it all goes and how I tell someone to play better and things like that. I really like that idea, so I'm probably gonna do it. There's a Vi. Vi is not a problem for me, by the way. Olaf absolutely hard counters Vi if you didn't realize already, because of course you can use your ultimate when she uses her ultimate and it's useless. So, you know, good thing about Olaf. I can get my Death Stance to a very big power spike. Like, Death Stance is a huge power spike. Randuin's Omen, nice. Oh, that is so nice. I seriously don't remember this game. I played this game like 1.5 weeks ago. And going Randuin's Omen is the absolute perfect decision here. First of all, you know, they have a lot of attack damage, but secondly, and more importantly, the Lucian. Like, his crits are going to be shredding right through me, so I really have to get the Randuin's Omen. Take a look at this. I use my ultimate. she's dead. Like, there's no way she can escape this. See? The beauty about Olaf's ultimate is as well, in the first second, it gives you bonus movement speed when you move towards an enemy. Oh god, I'm dead. I'm just... Okay, they're going way too deep. Look at this. Look at them. My flash was beautiful here, by the way. Look at this. My team is just following up, killing their backline. This was amazing. So even though... This is another thing that I want to teach you guys. This is another thing. Your flash shouldn't always have to save you, okay? I knew that if I flashed away there, that they could still kill me. But it was fine. The reason is I would either survive or they would kill me and then my team would kill all of them. Because I saw that my team was following up. That is why I went for the flash. I wanted to bait the enemies to dive even deeper, you know, so my team can kill them for free. And my team followed up absolutely perfectly. Perfectly. So that was amazing. You know, you should have awareness around you. And if you see that your team is following up, then you can actually even waste some time with your flash. Like just jump over a wall, and even though the enemy can kill you, just waste time so your enemy or so your team can come and kill all of them. That was like literally the perfect flash that I could have done right there. I'm skipping the scuttle crab here because I need to help my team. Yeah. Skipping the scuttle crab. I want to ambush them. Let's take a look at this. I'm waiting for the right opportunity. Ah, they just saw me. That sucks. But I use my ultimate to dive in. Risky, this is risky. Yes, again, I went way too deep. Nah. You see, man, I'm just, so stupid of me. Olaf cannot do that. This is the problem, guys. This is what you should not do with Olaf. And this is a very big misconception people have about Olaf. And I had as well, by the way, is that you don't become invincible when you use your ultimate. You just can't get stunned, but you become squishy. You actually become squishy. So you cannot dive 1 versus 4. You have to have your team back you up. You know, oh my god, such a stupid mistake. Now, however, I have a Randuin's Omen. This item changes the game. With this item, perhaps I can be a little more aggressive because I am super tanky against a Lucian right now. Like, Lucian's damage is pretty much minimized, pretty much halved. I like pretty much halved his damage that he's going to be dealing to me, only with a single item. So, the best purchase that I could have made right now was indeed the Random's Omen, because the Lucian is the only problem that we're dealing with right now. You know, Orianna deals a lot of damage too, but really the main problem is Lucian. He's the big critter in their team. They got a Cloud Dragon, which sucks quite a lot, because it allows them to run away a little easier from me. It's fine though, but it just, yeah, kinda sucks. Yeah, I'm waiting in this bush. In case the enemy makes a mistake, I immediately engage with my Glorious Enchant. With Olaf, you can very easily capitalize on enemy mistakes, by the way. Because even though Olaf doesn't have any CC, well, he has the slow on his first ability, but no hard CC, he has Glorious Enchant and his ultimate to catch up to an enemy very easily and punish that enemy. And then, of course, your first ability to slow as well on top of it. Oh, nice. This is good. Okay, this is good. Look, this is a little better. My positioning is a little bit safer. I flashed over the wall to kill the Vi. This was good. This is, you know, this was really, really good what I did right here. I can't really full engage on them unless my team follows up. Or unless the Braum tanks, right? I can't be the tank. So I'm just paying attention to the Lucian, you know, poking them a little bit with the first ability, but not really full engaging yet. I need to have my ultimate. By the way, Olaf without his ultimate is like not useless, but really hard to play, because the whole power of Olaf comes with his ultimate, right? So that's why his ultimate is also on a very low cooldown. You kind of want to wait it out and then you want to engage. So I have it again now. So now we can actually fight again. Although I don't have my flash. Yeah, but I'm ready to fight. I have my ultimate Glorious Enchant. Look, I'm ready for it. I'm totally ready to engage right now. I see a Riven. You know, you have to pay attention to where everyone is. I could just full engage on the Riven right now, to be honest. No, actually not really, because Riven has a lot of dashes. No, my bad. Look, I was so tempted. But now I do go in. Again, it's a little too much, but the Random's Omen. Look at how strong the Random's Omen is making me. But, going for Random's Omen is going to reduce your damage. See, like, you're making trade-offs here. The trade-off that I made is I traded off damage for tankiness. And as you can see, I easily survived that, but I didn't really do a lot of damage. Yet again, you know, this is okay. Wait for your ultimate and go again. Don't go without your ultimate. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. So again, I have my ultimate. I can just wait in a bush potentially, you know, I'm gonna go for something, go for the blue buff. If the Riven comes to me, I can engage on the Riven with my ultimate. I will win that. Yeah, you know, just casually taking that blue buff, because we can. I put down a ward and everything like that. You know, just a very good invade right there. I saw that the Vi was not there, so I took it. I believe this is gonna be the Elder Dragon. Yeah, now I'm gonna get more damage. This is very important, you know, I have to get that 40 attack damage. This is huge for me. I have a lot of damage. I'm telling the kill to come. I don't think it's the Elder Dragon, is it? Oh yeah, it is. It's the Elder Infernal Dragon. Oh god. We have to fight for it now. We can't just give it to them, of course, because pretty much just... Ooh, that's not a good start. Okay. We're here. Kill is pretty strong. I'm almost level 14. You know, this is good. We can actually engage this. I'm taking some poke damage. Don't want to do that as an Olaf. So let's see. I'm just looking for a good angle to go in. I'm waiting for the Rengar to go in. Then I'm waiting for the Braum to do something. And then I should go in. Because then their full focus is not going to be on me. Look, Braum ults. I'm looking at doing something. That's when I go in. Again, I'm staying a bit in the backline. But this is good. Rengar assassinated one of them. And I was staying with my team. We were in a 4 versus 2 situation. Did you see that? Easily winnable, because of course, you know, I'm gonna do a lot of damage to them and my team is following up. Like, you can clearly see the change of playstyle that I made throughout this game. And this is what I want you guys to do as well. And this is why I showed you guys this game, because in the beginning, I really played it wrong. I died many times to the Lucian, and it was actually my fault that the Lucian got fed, to be honest. Because he got pretty big shutdowns for me. But then after that, I understood, I bought a Randuin's Omen, and I changed my playstyle. This is what you want to do, you know? You want to change your playstyle accordingly. Accordingly, yes, that's the word. Oh, now we can get the Baron. Now we can get the Baron. But I really hope this is a very informative video for you guys, because this is not just an Olaf guide or just something like that. I'm really trying to give you guys the right mindset to win games. You know, you have to adapt your playstyle and see your mistakes. Like, if you die, you should really think, okay, why did I just die? What happened? That's what I did in this game. That's why I bought a Randuin's Omen, and that's why I changed my playstyle, guys. Very, very important. And I mean, now we have the Elder Dragon. There's really no way that we lose anymore, right? Like, if you got an Elder Dragon, you pretty much win the game. Like, I believe only like 10% of the games are come back from Elder Dragon. It's crazy. Maybe 15%. Maybe. I mean, I can be a lot more aggressive now, because I will pretty much one-shot the Lucian right now, because we have the Elder Infernal Dragon, so I have a buff of like 16% damage. No, it's 12%, so I think it's 12% then, yeah. This is gonna be 9% plus 3%. It's gonna be 12%. I can get a Starrock's Gauge, which is a huge power spike. But we're pushing with the Baron, you know, no reason for me to go for it. Yeah, kill level 15. Look at this, look at this. Oh my god. Kill level 15, by the way. Yeah, there we go. Like, this game is obviously over. Yeah. The enemies played really well, but we played better. GG. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's take a look at... Oh my god, I just got a quadra kill. Let's take a look at how much damage I did. How much damage I tanked as well. I believe the tanked damage is going to be really big in this game because of the Lucian, right? And I had the Randuin's Omen to allow me to tank it up. So let's take a look. This was really long ago. I'm master rank right now, so... Yeah, I did almost the most damage and I tanked the most damage. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.